Canvas Canada Exhibit E є чудовим задумом співпраці Альбертської ради українського мистецтва в Едмонтоні та Канадсько-української мистецької фундації в Торонті, а саме надзвичайний віртуальний аукціон анонімних картин українських митців в Канаді. Сьогодні жвава розмова з Джун Scraba-Mielnichuk з Едмонтону про її участь в цьому аукціоні.
Дорогі глядачі, продовжуємо нашу серію про Canvas Canada Exhibit I. І тим разом знову вітаємо дорогих гостей із Едмонтону, з Альберти. And today we're going to meet June Mielnichuk from Edmonton, Alberta. June, thank you very much for joining us here. And what is it in your artistic heart that made you to wish to participate in this anonymous exhibit?
Good morning, Yuri. Yes, great to be here. An interesting opportunity, I think, to tie into the art of other people and across Canada. Certainly an opportunity, I think, to throw my work in and to support a gallery, to support Acua the way they have supported me. And they've been really innovative. They've got new programs. They recently tied into a new gallery space. So really, in the community, they've been really innovative. And I think a mainstay in not only in the Ukrainian art community, but also in the Edmonton art community as well. The staff are great. So I really want to support them. They've really supported me anyway.
Yes, indeed. Acua has been doing tremendous work, and it's so nice to hear from you today that they've got more or new exhibit space. So that bodes very well, even for this exhibit. And how about you personally? The name of the exhibit is Exhibit I. What does that mean for you? And do you have any idea what you're going to submit, or have you already submitted something?
I've looked at 2 or 3 items, and I tend to been intrigued and always pulled by abstract photography. You know, I mean, there's so much beauty and form and color that kind of appeal to me, and you see it in nature, you see it in found forms, corroded metal, glass sculptures, windows. Anyway, so I see it as an opportunity to share some of what I love to create. So I'm sort of moving from abstract into some realism, and I've always been intrigued by florals. And so there's one image, and it's a peony, and as you go in, you see the beautiful forms and that are really appealing. So some of that I would really like to share.
Now you said photography. Are you going to paint, or are you going to send a photograph?
I'm sending a photograph. I enlarge. I tend to go in really close and find interesting forms and shapes and colors, and then I have them printed and mounted on metal, and they will be the same size. I believe it's a 10 by 10 collection. Yeah, so we will go with that. I also do scarves. I work with a company, and they take my photographs and they place them on scarves or glass or other cloth fabrics. So, but this is going to be a photograph that's mounted.
Well, but it's not just the photograph. You're just setting it in a completely different, presenting it in a completely different format.
Yeah, it'll be a new media, but this will be a real photograph on metal. It's mounted.
How about, like, is most of your stuff photograph, or can you tell us a little bit about the other kind of art you do?
Yes, I essentially do a lot of abstract photography. There's one. The picture behind above is one of my works.
I was actually wondering about that.
Yeah, and so I mean, and that was a water fountain, and it was an outdoor thing. And as you got closer, the water moved and you got all sort of intricate forms. And so I've always been intrigued. I remember as a kid looking at the frozen leaves on the side of the road, and they were all together and the shapes were overlapping, and taking a picture as a young kid and loving it. I haven't found it again, but those kinds of things seem to have always intrigued me.
Wow. So I think together with Aqua and with the other artists, with your presentation, we're going to have a very, very interesting, very variable kind of exhibit.
Yes. Looking forward to the number of different forms, paintings. Friends in the community are painting up new pieces, and so it's always fun to see what people create.
I hope we haven't given too much away here. It's supposed to be an anonymous exhibit, but I think we're going to be able to point out which one's yours for sure right away. Okay, June, so thank you very much for joining us. Дорогі глядачі, це була художниця June Mielnichuk із Edmonton, Alberta, that's participating in the Canvas Canada Exhibit I exhibit later in the fall. And this is a collaboration between Aqua in Edmonton and KONTAKT here in Toronto. So June, thank you very much for joining us and presenting something totally different here today. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Yuri. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Have a great day.
Роботи митців можна переглядати на платформі Warrington. І щоб брати участь в аукціоні, який проходитиме від 21 до 31 жовтня, треба зареєструватися на сайті Warrington.